everybody, and welcome to another episode of our FM19 Journeyman. And today we have another triple game episode, another cup game, starting off with QPR in the league, and then we have Leeds in the FA Cup, and then Huddersfield once again in the league. We've played Huddersfield a lot this season, so well, we get to play them one more time. But Leeds doing pretty decently in the Premier League. They're in 13th, which isn't great, and well, I don't think they're as good as Southampton, who we played earlier in the season, but still a very good side, and they've still got some very valuable players. I mean, this guy here, Ismail Ruvalcaba. I mean, those physicals, just those physicals, ridiculous. It's going to be a tough game, but first, we've got to get through QPR. So this is the side we're going with. It's the same side that played the last game, apart from Andrade comes into the centre for Doyle Hayes. Just switch up that midfield, give Andrade some game time, and let's get stuck in. Apparently we've not selected our team, which I disagree with. I can see it. So I'm hoping for another good result today. They come out with a 4-2-3-1. It's all standard stuff. I'm hoping that we can just win this with no drama at all. A team such as ours should be winning this without any problems at all. That's pretty much what I just said. One player liked it, Luis Gustavo, who is captaining us today. So, well, that's not the worst in the world. They've got a goal kick. I'm just going to tell us to get creative. Just 15 minutes in and it's highlightless. But they nod back all the way to our keeper, just giving us possession here. So hopefully we can use this to our advantage and build out. I'd like to see something come down this left-hand side. Gustavo and Gonzalez both been very, very good this season, just at contributing to goals. So, well, I'd like to see some more of that. I think it's definitely our stronger side. But for now, we've been forced all the way back to our goalkeeper. Although we have done a good job of retaining the ball, despite being under some pressure. As Gonzalez is on it, knocks forward to Bayliss, forward to Flynn, who's in the box, strikes past the keeper. Easy as you like, a simple shot, rolls it past their goalkeeper. What more do you want? Assisted by Mikel Bayliss, another goal for Andy Flynn, his 14th of the season, despite him taking a long time to get starts in the first team. He's still our top goal scorer, he's still doing excellently. How many can he get this season is really the question. They've just had to take a player off due to injury. Alexander here coming off. I wonder if it'll tell us what it is. Potential lower leg. Well, that's always going to give us an advantage. So, yeah, they've had to use a sub early on and replace a starter. As they lump one forward, Roscoe gets on the ball, knocks across to Armstrong, and we're doing okay here. We're not doing too badly at the minute. They've put us under a lot of pressure, but we've held out well until we did that and just lumped it up to them for no reason. Their keeper's now on the ball, plays a long one himself. Hopefully we can win it, and we do, but we don't get the second ball. That was testy. They nearly put it in their own net. Fortunately for them, and unfortunately for us, they didn't, which would have been, well, very nice if we could have got a second goal completely for free. As Andrade plays forward to Flynn, who tries to slide through Bayliss. He slides in and beats the keeper. He knocks it past him and is able to get up, get on the ball, and put it in the back of the net. It's 2-0. Mikel Bayliss with his 13th goal of the season. Their keeper's had a mare there. All he had to do was just go down and pick that up. It might have actually, yeah, it came off their player, so he couldn't pick it up. And then Bayliss able to just get his foot on it, poke it past the keeper. Potentially a foul there, actually, on their goalkeeper by Bayliss, but wasn't given. We take a 2-0 lead. Throw in for us, Gustavo, Andrade. Come on, let's get a third. Let's keep this, well, let's keep growing. Let's keep extending these leads. Get that goal difference up there. I don't want any drama come the end of the season. As Gonzalez plays forwards to Flynn, tries to find Bayliss. Well, he could have found Bayliss, but goes for Chesnikov instead. And, well, they've managed to dispossess us here and get the ball. McGrath on it in the centre. We need this ball back. I don't want them to pull it back to 2-1. I don't want to give them an opportunity to come back into this game, as they've got it on this right wing. They're flicking across to the back post. That's a good header, and, well, they have. They've pulled it back to 2-1. We've still got the lead, but now we've got a game on our hands with them, well, putting it under a bit of pressure, really. Just making it a bit more difficult for us, a bit less stable, a bit less calm. That's a very good ball in. Horn unable to win the header, and Verdanovic there arguably should have done better. 2-1 to us. Still going well. Despite them scoring a goal, still going well. You've played well so far. Room for improvement? They didn't like it much. Only a couple of players liked it. I mean, is there not room for improvement? These are what? 15th in the league with 2-1 up. I mean, come on, we can do better. They've got a goal kick, or a free kick, sorry. Reynolds plays forward to Kemble. That's definitely not a goal kick. It's never been a goal kick. As Lloyd lumps one forward. I mean, it just goes back to our keeper, doesn't it? If they're going to do that, come on, we should be beating these by more than one goal, really, if they're just going to give us possession like that. Not that we do that every single game, definitely not. But, well, we're trying to knock it forward. We're not, really. We're just taking it a bit I like to take it slow. Not this slow. This is a bit much, as Flynn's now on the ball. Gonzalez, can he find a pass forward to Bayliss? He seems to. Knocks across to Andrade, who's in the box and strikes and scores for his second of the season. And another assist for Mikel Bayliss, and a rare goal from Flavio Andrade. Excellent stuff, really. Very well worked. But the thing to really note here is this run from Andrade notices the space behind the defenders and just takes it. Gives himself so much room, with Bayliss drawing 2 defenders over to him. Slots it home in the back of the net. It's 3-1. Back to that 2-goal cushion. There is a highlight straight from kickoff. Please be in our favour. I don't want them to mitigate that advantage as soon as we've got it. Roscoe nods down, and there we go. We've got the ball once again. Gonzalez, Flynn, come on. Bayliss is in the middle. He's dying for it. No, we can't get there. We do get tackled. Come on, Coleman, Crowther. Let's win this, please. We've put him under some pressure. They've managed to go all the way back to their keeper, though. And, well, they do lump it up, but it's back in our possession. Poor ball forward, and it's back with us. Never mind. Speaking of giving away possession, Hamoud strikes. 3-2. Armstrong's having problems, isn't he? He just is. He's hit a poor patch of form for about the past 7 or 8 games now. I think it is about high time we just dropped him for a little bit. He started out really well, but just lately he's just been not on that level, really. And it's the fact that we're seeing mistakes from him, but not from Roscoe, that's perhaps the bigger issue, really. It's a clear issue with him. Well, we're 74 minutes in. I'm bringing on Doyle Hayes for Andrade. Just get some fresh legs out there. But all in all, it's quiet and it's going well. Well, since they scored, absolutely nothing's happened. We win 3-2. And, well, it's a relatively straightforward affair. I mean, I think we should have done better, really. We should have won by more. But we didn't get man of the match. That's rare that you win a game and you don't get man of the match. But a couple of players on 8.3s. A goal and 2 assists for Mikel Bayliss. And we didn't get man of the match. Okay, sure. Cup game against Leeds then. 3 changes to the side. McGee comes in, Alawad comes in, and Colicchio in goal. Other than that, completely unchanged. Good opportunity here for Alawad to show what he's worth and to try and earn himself a starting spot with Armstrong underperforming. Although, obviously, we are against some very good opposition. 4-2-3-1 from them. We just need a win. We just need a win to progress. And, well, it'd be lovely to see. Oh, okay, they look stressed and seem confused because I expected them to beat a Premier League team. I guess that is quite reasonable in one sense, but we are also looking at getting promoted. Beating Premier League teams that are 13th should not be this huge ask. They've got a free kick. First highlight of the game. They flick in. They strike just wide. I thought that was going in for a second, but we just managed to avoid an early goal. Well, I bring you 3 games thinking, oh, we'll have an exciting cup match against a Premier League team, and just nothing happens. It's just notes here. So, I'm not happy with your performance. They all look fired up. Good. So you should do, because we've not seen anything. They've got a corner. Kapani's going to flick in. Roscoe heads clear the initial danger, but they get it back. That was a dangerous effort, but Colicchio doing well there, pushing it over the bar. Corner number 2 is going to be coming in, though, and we need to get rid of this one as well. Gonzalez seems to do so. They get the ball back, though, once again. We block across, and, well, corner number 3 going to come in. We're going to have a never-ending corners at this rate. They're going to try and flick this one into the box as well, I assume, and yes, they do. This time, they do get a head on it, but Colicchio claims well. End of the onslaught of corners, at least, and we managed to come out of it unscathed, as we have got a throw-in. Gustavo up to Gonzalez, nods on to Flynn. Here we go, a chance for us. Flynn cutting him forward, strikes! And that is a great save, pushes it wide for a corner. Flynn with a wonderful strike there, but just couldn't quite get it over the line. Gonzalez flicks in, Alawad goes up, no, can't get it into the net. We couldn't even get anyone else on the end of it, as they're still coming forward here. Kapani running at our keeper, that is a great challenge by Luis Gustavo. We've kept the danger out for now, but it's still, the game could still go either way. Poulsen going to take a free kick for them. Kapani on it. I don't like them having the ball. They are quite dangerous, I think. So we do manage to just get a knock on it, slow them down, but not quite win it back, which is worrying, to be honest. Jones out to the right. They've got time, they've got space. That's a strike, and it's just wide. This is nervy. This is very nervy. I'm going to make a change. I don't know what yet. I haven't figured that much out. Bayliss for McGee seems like the obvious one. I'm going to go for that. Let's just keep it at that for now and see what happens. They've got a free kick. Kapani's going to put it into the box. They strike about 4 times and eventually it goes into the net. Andreas Poulsen gets his first goal of the season against us. I mean, that's just typical, isn't it? There was a block. There was a save. I think it hit the bar at one point. It was, yeah, a bit much, but They were able to put it over the line, and we take a 1-0 deficit. But 25 minutes left to play to try and find a way back into this game. Let's tell them to show some passion, as they've got another free kick. Kapani's going to strike, and well, the lead is doubled for them. It's 2-0. Gabriel Kapani, it's not ideal. Well, there is a highlight here. Their keeper clears up. We need this ball back. We need a goal now if we want any chance of a comeback. But so far, it's them running forward. They've played into the box, and they just hit the post. Then a great challenge from Horn pushes it out for a corner. But, well, we've stopped them scoring, but we need goals for us. We're 2 down. We need highlights in our favour, as Gustavo does a great clearance. But again, it's still them having the chances. See if we can make one last change. I suppose Haryanto for Flynn, maybe? And Doyle Hayes on for Andrade. Let's just see what we can get in these last 5 minutes. They've got a goal kick and they're going to pump up. Come on, we can do this. We can find 2 goals as Gonzalez is on the ball. Come on, here we go. 1 here and 1 in added time. And then, well, we're in. Never mind. Haryanto gives it back to a man. And his name was a man. I'm not saying he gave it to just a bloke. His name was a man. But, well, we're trying to run forward. We've still got the ball. Haryanto's there. It's back to 2-1. Let's not get too excited just yet. But we might be able to do this. It's a great ball forward here from Benon to find Haryanto in the box, who, despite giving it away earlier, well, that was a good strike, really. On the volley, puts it into the back of the net. We just need one more. There's 3 minutes left to play. They've brought us down and got a red card. It could potentially happen. It hasn't. They've got a corner. Kapani's going to flick in. We head clear, and I think that is going to be the game. Yeah, it is. It's a tough defeat to take. It's a 2-1 deficit, but they're a decent Premier League side. They're mid-table in the league, and we didn't do too terribly. Putting the results aside, it's a pleasing performance, and I think that is fairly accurate, and the team all liked it as well. So, one last league game to get through today. Huddersfield coming up. Here we are then, game number 3 against Huddersfield for the 3rd time in about 2 weeks. We just need to pick up one more win against them. Now, we do have an injury worry. It's not that hard to say, come on Jose Luis Gonzalez, but he's back to full fitness immediately, and that's now. So, yeah, I'm playing him. Also, Hamad Alawad, is that his name? Hamad Alawad is getting his league debut today. A chance to really show what he can do. And also, Mikel Bale is back in the starting 11. So, other than that, relatively standard. But, oh, Colicchio's still in goal. Don't want that. No, Vidanovic back in. Right, there we go. Colicchio is actually quite good, though. Like, he's a really good backup to have. I don't feel bad about playing him. And I do want to start and integrate him into the side. It's just, Vidanovic has done nothing to warrant being dropped. As they come out with a 4-4-2. Let's just beat them, please. We beat them, what, 4-2 in the Cup a couple of days ago? I expect nothing but a win. One player liked it. My team talks this year are awful. They've got a corner. Carvalho pumps in. Oh, it just flies over everyone. Reynolds is there trying to get on the end of it, but Vidanovic manages to just parry their shot wide. A very good save there, actually. Just pushing it over the line for a corner. I'm not too happy that the highlights are in their favour as Roscoe heads clear, but none on the ball. Can we counter-attack? Forward to Flynn. Here we go. The opportunity may be on. Gonzalez is on his left, but he just gets tackled and the chance comes to nothing. Well, just coming up to the end of the first half, and there is a highlight. Andrade and Roscoe working it at the minute. Please, can we find a goal? This is very, very, very dull at the minute. We've not had any opportunities as they head down. They've got the ball. I mean, I don't want them to have the ball. I want us to have the ball. They pump along one up. Come on, Alawad gets it in control across to Roscoe. We're knocking it around nicely. We just need to find a way to knock it around forwards rather than, well, back to Vidanovic like we've just done. As he plays a long ball up, can we get there? Bayliss tries to flick on, but Flynn is just sort of running in the wrong direction. That is a dangerous ball to play back to their keeper, though. Flynn on it. And Flynn capitalises fully. Awful play from their defender to put a ball that high towards their keeper. And then their keeper, rather than trying to head it, to one of these players here who are in a bit of space. I mean, there's a bloke here in Acres. He just heads it straight forward to Flynn. And Flynn's like, thank you very much, I'll score. And he does. So, yeah, it's 1-0 just before half-time. Andy Flynn, 15 goals this season, is 10th in the league as well. So, a couple of milestones all being reached at once as we go into half-time, which is very nice. And at least we do have the lead. Passionately happy with your performance. Let's keep it up. Highlight from kickoff still going on here. It goes out to Smith on the left-hand side. Roscoe just manages to head one clear. Is this going to carry on? Are we going to be able to find a chance? As Andrade, taking his time on the ball, plays a long one up and it goes straight to Quirk for them. I mean, I'm not sure why we're seeing this at the minute. Something better happens soon as Chesnikov puts in a great challenge. I mean, that's nice to see. It's not highlight worthy, is it? So I'm still expecting more to come. Chesnikov, Andrade, forward to Benon. Here we go. He's got Bayliss in the centre. He just strikes himself. The first one saved and the second one wide. Give it to a striker, Benon. Throw in for us. Horn, forward to Benon. Once again, he cuts inside. Is he going to strike himself? He is, and this one goes over the bar. Benon, you're a good player, but stop shooting, please. I mean, you've scored some bangers, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't happen often. Well, we're 72 minutes in. I'm bringing Yastrzemski on for Gonzalez, and let's just try and get something else going. I don't like being 1 goal up this late into a game. It just makes me nervous. We're still only 1 goal up, and the clock is still ticking, and we're still seeing very little. We've got a highlight. Luis Gustavo on the ball. Back to Roscoe. Then, Chesnikov's managed to reclaim it, and that's a poor pass. They're on the ball. Miguel forward. Alawad heads up to Benon, though. We're once again on the ball. Bayliss forward to Flynn. Here we go. A chance for a second. Flynn strikes, but it's put wide. Not even a corner. It goes out for a throw-in. A great opportunity, but, oh, God, we're going to see the throw-in. This is even more nervy than it was in the first place, as it goes straight to them. Horn gets back on the ball, though. Knocks to Chesnikov. Come on, let's just find a second goal, please. I don't want to spend the entire rest of this match clenched. Chesnikov, Horn's on your right, maybe? Oh, that's a poor pass. That's not a good pass. I even said that pass, and he didn't play it very well. Smith's running forward with it. Please don't let them equalise. Morris out wide to Miguel, who puts the ball in. Well, somehow we've gotten rid of it. Andrade there clearing. I think it hit their player's back and bounced off of him, to be honest, but I'll take the fact it's not in the back of our net. As well, we've got a free kick. Alawad's going to pump it up. Can we get on the end? No. Guilherme heads down to Smith. They've got the ball once again, but it's a bad pass forward. Vidanovic just holding on to it here. There's 2 minutes left to play. We're going to play a long ball up because, you know, that's how we've played all game. Oh, wait, no, it's not at all. But we do get on the end of it after their poor header. Slide forward, Benon, who plays Flynn in the centre. He gets brought down, but, well, nothing's given. We do still have the ball as Gustavo slides forward Yastrzemski on the edge of the box to Bayliss, who strikes. Game secure. 2-0. That was a bit tense. That highlight went on for about 10 minutes, and, well, at least it ended in our goal and not theirs. We'll just be happy with the outcome, shall we? It's a very well-worked goal, to be honest. Gustavo to Yastrzemski, and then just finds Bayliss in absolute acres. They put 3 men on Flynn, and Bayliss takes full advantage. His 14th goal of the season. Top goal scorer he's our top goal scorer in the league. 13 goals for us in that competition, but it's going very nicely, and I think we're just going to see out that game, and we do. It's a 2-0 victory. A clean sheet, which it feels like we don't have many of. A very nice victory, well done. Let's see how this affects the table. Well, Blackburn dropped points, which puts us top of the table with a 4-point gap between us and them. A 6-point gap of dropping out of the automatic promotion spots and into the playoffs. What more do you want? It's going very, very well. Huddersfield down to 9th now after we beat them. They were in 7th before that. That's not too bad. Now, the thing that is worrying me is I know we've got a difficult month coming up, and speak of it, actually, here it is, I think. Barnsley are in 19th. They were 5th when we played them up here in September. They were 5th then. They're now 19th. I mean, that's a drop-off if I've ever seen one, but, well, hopefully we can pick up some good results. But this is some difficult games. We've got 2nd, 3rd, 4th and our local rivals. So let's wrap up this second 3-game episode in 2 days. It's been a lot of matches, but we've done quite well, only losing one of them to a Premier League side and winning all of the others. So tomorrow's episode, we'll have local rivals Birmingham and then a rough game against Barnsley, who could potentially put on a good show. They started the season strong, so they might finish it strong. Who knows? So that'll be up at 5:30, or you can subscribe to get that into your feed, whichever you prefer. Follow the Twitter, join the Discord, check out the FM creators over there, and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.